an analysis of the COVID response to try and build resilience in the system. And immunization generally, with the no vaccine take-up, is a concern of ours. And so we're working with PABO to provide better insights on the lessons learned and how we can build a strong response next time around.
Because you have 101,000 based on the envelope calculation. Who took a first and who didn't take a second? And you need to find out why and whether taking one, is there any effects on the person in having taken only one? Yeah? But you say you'll do that study.
They will get some protection, but not the full protection. But yes, I think part of this is going about. I think it's a good discussion that we need to assess them.
Alright. You see how time flies? We're up on time. I think we've had great participation from the people, and we welcome the team back next week for more love range of issues raised by the people there. But Minister, we're out of time. You have 10 seconds.
That's right.
That's a big issue to reduce mortality.
Thank you, Minister. Next week, Dr. Christopher, Minister of Health and Services, Andrew Brand, and Dr. Heather Brown. That's on the Pulse of Public Health Defense Time.
You're listening to Radio. This time signal is brought to you by the Jamaica Social Investment Fund. Investing for community development across several parishes. Jamaica for over 25 years. At the time by Jason, now we drive. Police station in St. Thomas 3 weeks ago and communicated with a prisoner at the lockup to find $10,000 when he appeared before the St. Thomas Parish Court on Wednesday. He is 19-year-old O'Neill Kenny, otherwise called the co-boss of Bambusman in the parish. It is reported that the accused man was observed by the police in a restricted area on the compound of the station in the vicinity of the lockups where he was communicating with the prisoner. The man was pursued by the police, taken into custody, and charged with communicating with the prisoner. Councillor for the Marsville Division in St. Elizabeth, Nathan Smith, is calling for the Postal Corporation to approve payments to individuals employed at postal agencies. His call comes amid reports about the closure of a second such facility in his division. Mr. Smith said the closure of the postal agencies is now placing additional pressure on individuals who have to travel long distances to collect the The Jamaica Public Service Company JPS was again being blasted by councillors in St. Elizabeth over what is a poor treatment meted out to customers in the parish. At yesterday's monthly meeting of the St. Elizabeth Municipal Corporation, councillors described the service offered by the JPS as poor. The councillors called vegetation from power lines. Has led to disruption to water supply, damaged appliances, and spoilage of perishable items for customers. And that's a language of the standard of the ship.
son, but you know, you enjoy country, so.
Eh.
You're not smart one.
No, you're not.
Yeah, comfortable vehicle driving. You left out early. You know, hold on by your top little bit.
Aye.
You hold on by your car punch down and do same thing. Sounds like that, nobody does
Like when you go and when you're coming back, or you come back, you see they are fine.
For funeral service at 12, interment of the family plot favored in Clarendon. Orwell Seton Dunstan Sardine, late of 16-foot George Street, Port Antonio, Portland, died on August 19, leaving children Nafeen, Mitzi, and Orwell. 5 grandchildren, brother Carmen, and other relatives. The body of Orwell Seton Dunstan leaves house of Prestige Funeral Home to the Port Antonio Seventh-day Adventist Church, 10 Summerstone Road in Port Antonio, this Sunday for funeral service at 11, interment in the Prospect Cemetery. Gloria Isabella Leslie Booth, Miss Gurney, late of Duckensfield, St. Thomas, died on August 20, leaving her children, adopted daughter, 24 grandchildren, caregivers, and other relatives. The body of Gloria Isabella Leslie Booth leaves Baptist funeral service to Moses Baker Baptist Church, Hampton Court, on Saturday, September 10 for funeral service at 1, interment in the Golden Grove Cemetery. Jeremiah Palmer, late of 1054 Kirkbride Court in Cumberland, Portmore, St. Catherine, died on July 30, leaving wife Joy, 5 children, 6 grandchildren, and other relatives. The body of Jeremiah Palmer leaves royalty funeral services and supplies to Kent City Seventh-day Adventist Church.
Yeah, man, Portmore. That's not a big church. People don't know what they want another. But they're already here now. I've been careful about it.
Drive past around there.
At times, right? No, right, never gone there. Right there.
The body of Valentine Moore leaves Exodus funeral service to the Notre Baptist Church on Saturday, September 10. Funeral service at 11, interment in the family plot.
Nice church, man. Big as in city.
Every time it turns, some over here, some children.
You're feeling that here.
One fear me always feel that's one tightness. I said that it is a so. So I'm feeling going to return soon. A bit.
Next week when they'll come back right. Great. agricultural production currently leases 372 acres up front and was granted an option to lease the remaining 2,284 acres over the course of 3 years from the commencement date. So have they exercised that option to lease yet? So if the lease 372 upfront, 372 times 10,000 per acre, that is 3,720,000 for the year. Let me take a break. You want to break, DT? Go ahead.
Fully connected with Flow, the fast internet at home and on the road, with LTE data and calls for a fast, reliable experience anywhere. Over 500 communities have been upgraded since 2020, making more of Jamaica Flow Fiber Fast. And with Yard and Road, get Flow Fiber Faster Yard and LTE Road for as low as $3,999 plus GCT. Visit discoflow.co to get connected on Jamaica's largest network. Conditions apply.
Parents, guardians, educators. Join Prime Minister, the Most Honorable Andrew Holness, and Minister of Education and Youth, the Honorable Fable Williams, for a town hall
This
on
one
the
is
theme,
already
Education
puppy
Time
show.
for Action, Friday, September 9, starting at 5 p.m. at the Jamaica College Auditorium, 189 Old Hope Road. Join us on location or watch and share questions and thoughts on the JI social media platform.
We're living
Hear
bars.
from you.
Living bitches.
Last week was epic, and this week, starting with your host, Nisha Yen, in our Zoom VIP Watch Yourself area, or tune in live on Fame 95 FM, Hits 92 FM, RATV, One Spot Media, and on Mixcloud at Fame Frequency. That's this Saturday of Into the Club. We go for Fame Frequency's Club Euphoria, powered by Smirnoff Vodka, the world's #1 vodka. Must be 18 years or older to drink. To responsibly. Fame Frequency certified blazing. See you there.
This is your radio Jamaica. You're now listening to Emily Shields.
Adventist woman make up shop in her yard.
On Hotline.
Say Adventist woman make up shop in her yard.
Active for the good of our nation.
Thank you, listeners. We're back with you on the hotline. I'm joining the president of JAMPRO, Diane Edwards. Now we're talking Global Services Sector, or GSS.
Thank
Good to
you
have
to
you.
your listeners for listening.
Right. Tell me about Global Services Sector now. What is
I
it?
think it's something so like a highway.
The global services sector is what people commonly call BPO, and BPO is just a small part of the global services sector. You know, dealing with customer who wants to buy 3 bars of chocolate. So you outsource all of that to a company that handles all that for you, and they handle it online, they handle it on the telephone, they handle it through chatbot, different ways of handling it. So it's multi-channel customer service is part of GSS. And the other part of it is actually KPO, knowledge process outsourcing, which is things like legal, like company information, market research, company search, and then ITO, which is information technology outsourcing.
You remind me of the woman they run on a church where used to carry your lady.
Data analytics, cloud engineering, web development.
So I cancel the killer.
A vast area in global services sector. It infuses everything we do because it includes
You used to carry a big woman.
artificial intelligence. It includes
She used to carry a big woman from down church side, come up in it.
house or a smart
You know me I thought, man, I remember where she name. Live on Dalbert Street.
or whatever is a smart
The area is good.
internet related object.
That's my the anime is supposed every day, you know. Come here, what the hell me last night?
Young people that will have young talent. We are English speaking. We are really, I think, pretty successful. And some of these companies, like they can't shut down quickly, but if they're happy, they'll stay and they'll grow. Almost every company here in Jamaica now is in growth expansion mode. So they're happy. So it's really up at said 70.
70, employing over 57,000 people.
Yeah.
And when you say global services sector, you explain you're talking about business process outsourcing, knowledge process outsourcing, information technology, artificial intelligence.
Stick and fire, so.
So
I can't hold the camera
There's some who are doing, for instance, writing proposals.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work for university graduates, and I definitely want to stress that it's not just for high school graduates. Some of the work is really back office work, which you can do in an accounting firm.
So if people
So
are
when I buy egg,
listening now, want to establish global services sector, how do they start? How do people want to work for global services sector? What do they do now?
Well, a good place to start would be the website of the project. There's a global services sector project which Jampro is implementing. It's funded by the IDB, and what we are doing is helping young people to upskill to be ready for this space. So there's a website, gssjamaica.com, and that's a good place to start to understand the industry and to understand the job opportunities in the industry.
And technically, these jobs are wherever you are, wherever you're comfortable, don't need to be at a physical location.
Well, some of them are in a physical location. Some of them do require you to come to work, but there are quite a few opportunities for work from home, provided you're broadband connected. You gotta be connected. But yes, there are opportunities to work from home because during the pandemic, up to 40% of people were working from home. So it was a huge amount of people. But we're slowly getting back into offices because the broadband connection is critical to this.
Yeah.
But the project is also on Instagram, at GSS Jamaica, and on Twitter at GSS Jamaica GSS Jamaica 1.
Okay.
We're also on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. So just look for Global Services Sector Jamaica.
Yeah.
Because one of the things we're doing there, we have an internship program which allows you potential employees to do an internship, like an on-the-job training with a company. We also have a high school immersion boot camp, so to teach high school leavers to get on the GSS train and some of the skill sets that you will need in this business. And then we also have a number of job fairs that we do through the year, and that is bringing the companies into contact with young people who are interested in the space. So there's a lot of opportunity to get on board.
Right. So the bottom line is you can check social media, you can check your website for anybody who may have an interest either from establishing a business or from working for one of the established businesses in the various
I
areas
told
of
you,
global
you used to go
services.
on the toll.
They can check
Yes, and then I say toll is done enough. The one with the lock off on Sunday day. Yes, we did done. Start here Sunday done, yes.
Industry of man with phone or girl with phone. It's really about person with computer. And though the skills that you learn in this industry can serve you for the rest of your life, because these are high-level customer service, some of them are a range of different applications which I went through before. These are skills that can serve you in many different areas of life and many different jobs, so they're replicable. So that's important. It's also important that you know that you can move up the path of the career path really quickly. You can go. I know many people who have moved from an entry-level position to a supervisor to a manager in 2 years. If you have the aptitude and you're ambitious and you want to move fast, this is a good industry for you.
Okay. Thank you.
Alright, thanks a lot.
And for all things, how does Jampro see things at the moment with the economy? I know we've had a period of
They call that Mr. P, they love rubbish.
rates.
So that the man they call that Mr. P. Love rubbish.
I think it's in a challenging place
Wait,
because
you know, miss him.
So,
But go on, man. Man, they look at him.
Any favor
You see, you put up umbrella over there. And I'm going to pencil.
So, I will put them.
Well, I knew all of them rent storage space in the fridge.
When we did our project, the time is with a parlor and everything stuff. And everybody them go album. When the lady and Miss Birdie used to look after. Where was the beach Miss Winter? And then carried it back woman body home. In our church. But they look, it's an awesome. I don't see this. Woman pull a door. Then if I pull it out, we dirt them up by woman. And you never know. I don't see this. The girl carry out some pretty very our mother, you know. Put the hand on the woman. We say no. I don't see this. The man said, let's love you. Yes, it's happening. Oh, I'm coming now, see, we nobody with me, don't know. We don't know one. So we call, that time I did pull the old. So we call, let me say, I want to make this city. That's not the lady. The lady have tall, pretty nice here. Nice brown, with tall, pretty. So you have. Because I didn't go down. I said, I got one and wash her in a number. She did our house.
What a house?
One lady don't him. You know the house before you go down to this place.
Yeah.
And that lady did. Now Miss Birdie used to look up that woman.
Miss Birdie?
Miss Birdie, they got in America.
Something I don't know about that.
Boy, their mother.
I said, I don't know about that part there.
You don't know Miss Birdie?
I know Miss Birdie, but I don't know about that part. They won't look after for me.
She look after one. You also go down to Miss Fresh.
You also go down to Miss Fresh and one is a Jason living up.
Right, and that they also.
I don't know nobody where they go over there.
No man, I've been for years. A long time.
They say I don't know nobody where ever live over there. So the police went to back.
The lady never come out because she didn't go. Miss Birdie used to share adventures.
Oh, I never know nobody will live at it. I know say, the only thing I know about them is the car they did don't watch it on right at that they get it.
Right.
That's all I know about them.
You know what Miss Fletcher do?
Yeah.
Because he used to look after Miss Fletcher.
How are you so good on there, go there?
By their house and what?
So you used to go down there. I mean, you talk about Miss Fletcher, but you know Miss Fletcher's grandson, Willie. Inspector Willie used to drive in there.
So that's a nice daughter.
How did I become a Willie? You mean did her?
I think that boy did it, you know. I think that boy did it. That boy, I went in the grandmother, you know. Schoolman. I know schoolman him. When he and there again, we used to call him my grandmother. Man, they bloody different.
The
red boy.
Strawman.
Strawman.
Yes.
That's Strawman, grandmother.
Yeah. How does he come as Strawman? Every time you see him, I go ask him if you never hear from him.
Strawman.
Yeah. Strawman and Bob. I never between them. Remember Bob? Bob used to party never.
Oh yes. Strawman, the red boy.
Yeah.
Then Strawman, you feel like the yes. Then I stop Strawman, man.
I supermarket.
This come out that yard. I'm not go buy. I still buy cigarettes or something like that. And they stop him and rob him. Right to
Guy telephone company. Write something about that. Come on, it is.
On Hotline. Radio Jamaica.
Yes, man.
Good of our nation.
And next time I will buy it. Tell me one nice how the last week, you see. Me a nice salute.
Thank you, listeners. We're back with you
Yeah.
on the hotline.
I last week, Danny come with me. And say, it's that, it's
Having
salute.
any
I
inside
tell you,
banking
say,
minutes
come by.
today.
But see, Wednesday and Thursday we got to last week.
Oh, yes.
So I'm going to come back to your calls and my musing about this story.
But see, we got to go back to back, so.
Be able to speak with the
First, we got to go Kingston back to back.
Oh, yeah.
in whose portfolio the Sugar Company of Jamaica, SCJ, falls, and which entity
Oh, you want that one?
has this lease.
On the main road.
Imagine
And it
that.
start from 1 inch. You shouldn't go 2 inches.
Aye.
Which is that company
Then
is a subsidiary.
This a big black come, you know, you know, see it. And dropping all that, you know what that
Leaching
Pop off the front end.
and the model.
that is great.
Is the agricultural business entity which falls under
Everyone's
the parent holdings
that's
corporate
very right.
holdings.
Oh, Judith?
Mm-hmm.
No, sir.
The one who started.
Not at all. Let no man you know look at Judith, mommy. You know about Judith,
A
look.
lot of questions with this story.
No disrespect, but then the people in no face, you know, say someone that look good.
Yes, yeah,
This is
that's
what
true.
I-
And we ever see one back
The
there.
other thing is that we've been trying to get clarity on the release, which I understand it's King's House who they say is supposed to speak to this, but it says GOG advisory on national observance to mark the death of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, as you heard Derek asking this morning. So having a period of mourning from the 8th of September
I did my one, then I'm one. I thought we made a
to
one.
a day of mourning,
Green business go Jamaica.
which will be on the 18th
I'm not gonna meet
September.
you like
Oh,
before
then
and
they
dead.
plan
And
on
Ray
it.
says during the period
Yes,
of
well, we
mourning,
got
it
the
is
lady.
customary recommendation that no celebratory activities should take place.
Oh,
And on the day of mourning, which is the 18th September, the public should note that only authorized activities related to the day
oh.
are approved and that all social events should be postponed.
Oh,
So,
they want me to say me pay for my permit for that area if you keep on saying it go postpone. Who is the queen? Queen, I just wanted a little.
Derek tells me that
I don't even know what to say. Jay up white, come on.
when they say no celebratory events, they're referring primarily to government events.
Oh.
And they say Cabinet Secretary will issue clarification statement.
Alright, you can't come tell me about no queen business. And queen a look, queen a feed me. Why queen? What queen can do?
Clear, so you don't have to clarify it. Sometimes we only get once to do something. 2178, hello?
Hello?
Where did it? Where did it?
Amanda? Hello?
Yes.
What is Amanda? I'm in the group.
They
Yeah,
don't have
man.
a cook-off done. Oh, you think that you sit down a week time, every week you come call in name. And me tell you from last week that he'd be here 10:30. And you know, front up yourself, you come ask him question.
At 10:30?
From 10:30 to 11, he was here with the whole team ready for you to ask question.
No, I didn't get a time down. You tell me, say I come next week.
No, I gave you the time, but you're a big friend.
Well, if you not come 10:30 next week, I'll be here.
He's coming 10:30 next week, and we did tell you last week.
Alright, but me not come next week because since the media now asked him,
Oh, yeah?
they steal him.
Chill him
You
forward.
understand me?
You're
You're
Big Fred.
Big Fred, I want.
Big Fred.
Fred, I want. I pay me come, I pay me leave.
So,
And we have two cushions young, and I'm never afraid.
oh,
And we have that cushion, I'm not afraid.
they were afraid of the cotton.
You can't use
Watch
it.
yourself, you know.
When the Queen grandson come here, other day, you remember the Prime Minister said? He
What?
said we are moving on.
Yes.
Them say we don't move the Queen by we are trying
Don't come
to
here.
move the Queen by Jamaica, Jamaica 60. And you have your
Who
farmer.
said that? Who said we were going to move by Jamaica 60?
They're trying, and you remember you were working all the time with your head girl. They say, although this tight and they're trying and they say, but look at some 3 months things just have about some 3 months things.
No.
Our parliament will have to
No.
do some Cook, man. Come back to the case, man.
No, me not.
Hold on. The impression, because just about some 3 months in a year, you get the time and say it's tight. And then after that, no. Okay, we can't get the money in there, man. It's no serious. And then no, we hold the Queen, move the Queen to the election, see if we can get a vote. Then the last thing in here, before the next election, that is what your girl said, we're going to move the Queen before the next election.
My
So
God.
all of a sudden, Labour right take this institution and turn it to one galley house and all set up the funeral. The Queen died yesterday.
Yes.
And we move on. If you have 10 years more now, we have 20. We move on. Not only that. I tell you everyone, before the government, you put the national day on board. And the year and PNP they have their country. It is that vindictive and spiteful. We don't care because we can move. We can't press the following week. We can move it. If you put the national day on board on the day when PNP is having the
Really? You guys really have an inflated sense of self, you see. Absolutely inflated sense of self. And you see, forget that for the moment. No, what is fascinating to me? What is fascinating? No, hold on a second. Hold on a second. You put some water in your mouth. You won't come off of the program. I will cut you off, you know. Let me tell you something. No, hold on a second. Hold on, one at a time. We have to be respectful in how we talk.
Yes.
You seem to think
Yes.
the universe is conspiring against the PNP in every single thing that is done, no matter
On that
if
end,
the PNP dates were never in consideration at the time. You hear me just read a while ago? Because Derek Wills called to say, can you explain this day of mourning versus period of mourning on the Queen's passing? And I'm seeking to get clarity on why they choose this period and why the day of mourning is different from the end of the period. But before we even ask and get the answers, you are reading into it that is PNP conference when nobody don't know the date. All Liz and everybody else on the resistance group saying they don't know what is happening with the PNP conference. They don't know anything about it. And you think that the Governor General, who is the Queen's representative, was conspiring to thwart the PNP conference?
Miss Cook.
Deflate.
Me start with the move, and because of Barbados embarrassed them, and me start with that.
Barbados not embarrass me.
Even they move it now to the next election. You know, Jamaica 6 seconds to the next election. So they trying to turn the institution, the century-old institution, into a dolly house.
But this is why I was stopping you from the beginning, you know, because the conversation I have, you know, one of the reasons why I listen to people so long, I remember stories. And that's how I remember when somebody called me and said, oh, I did talk to you. I can remember, and I can literally remember what I was doing at the time when I was listening. When we had that conversation earlier on in the year, the conversation was sparked, yes, by Barbados becoming a republic, 1, 2, a recognition that our constitution, as I've said, is fundamentally different from Barbados. So we cannot do what Barbados did, because our provisions are deeply entrenched, and it's going to require, in many instances, a referendum, which takes a particular period of
time.
But before the lady, though.
They were trying to make it happen before Jamaica.
No.
I remember the conversation
but before you got there, one of the key letters that came to our attention is a letter from former Prime Minister P.J. Patterson. And the letter was very clear. Not that we should do this by independence, but that we should commence it. Because then Queen's Council, whatever he is now, whether King's Council or State Council, recognizing his wisdom, that it would take time. So he asked for a commencement, and I had Dr. Lloyd Barnett on this program.
I remember him too.
Yes, and then I had Marlene Malahoo Ford.
I remember,
and then the minister laid out in Parliament, comrade. You not cry yesterday?
I just come lie down in my bed.
You shouldn't come out today. But what she gave us was a timeline, and in fact that's why I called her this morning to say, where are we with the timeline? Does it still stand with the death of the Queen and the passing on of the background or whatever? Yeah, and she sort of gave me an idea, but so nobody fixed the things the way you said. That's certainly not my recollection.
She said the last time she talked about it, we're going to remove the Queen before the next election. There's a bomb still, but it's like how the Jamaica 60 come and gone, and the only thing we see at the end, and it's Jamaica 60 because it was a gravy train. All that needs to be audited because that's more than 200 million. That looks like a 200
when they just they use already.
That needs to be audited too.
When they just they use already. What I call them pan them one out.
I told you
Invest them. Over here so pan the roadside there.
Never use it.
Because guess what? Them going to come for rob me because just friend them can take care of them for the time being.
Hold on a second.
For janitorial and sanitization, proposal writing and call center services, contract consultant Jamaica Limited. Turn off
11:45.
Mr. Man, why Emily, may I tell you, me too love here then.
You're now listening to Emily Shields, Talk with Substance on Hotline. Radio Jamaica, active for the good of our nation.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I told you. Yesterday, I tell Mr. Mullins, I tell Dr. Taylor. And then, that's the plan through, it means corrupt, because them corrupt when they were happy. The things look a little bit better than how it is. You understand me? That is why those who are straight, who work hard, and that's why they are run away. And those who not get their money because straight, that is why they run down to Mexico and tell them are delayed. They want to cross into America because prosperity. Jamaica. By the way, Miss Cook, there's the further than in that out of St. Thomas of the morning. Somebody said it's come with on WhatsApp. Colonel Charles seen and it's at the roadblock. I think I'm on the man I choose the morning. I wonder who for holy when they look in out there. I wonder who for.
Well,
Colonel and then I make it look like the taxi man delivery driver and it's the whole lot top. I wonder who for holy when Colonel Charles seen
Will you come to me to ask me this rubbish?
Out of St. Thomas of the morning.
Will you come to me with what you moving to next? Yes. Are you just a segue from one thing to the next as it comes in your head?
Serious no, we come back with Dr. Chang and Capri and all of them. And you read the report here, how much billions spent by social intervention. And you know, when you get the results, there's a failure or whatever.
Yes.
I mean, it's a week ago or 2 weeks ago, then come back again and St. James, or spend 2 billion on social intervention. 2 billion. You spend almost $1 billion already. And you pick it up, it's already because you know, when you reduce crime, you still have a right, still a kick, and then come back again. And nice, I don't hear nobody talk about it.
What was the issue? What was the issue that Dr. Chang raised?
5 communities.
Initially when he raised concerns about the spend on
Social intervention.
right, what was the problem he said he had? That the intended recipients, it wasn't reaching them. They had the people who were administering the service, a lot of the money was going into recurrent expenditure such as salary and things like those. So do you know?
So what about the construction and we reach?
That's a different thing. And this is what JCF construction things you're asking about?
Social intervention.
No, so what hold the construction material come in?
After like calories and whatever, how much people them have out there? It's because of program. We know the contractor come and they tell me all what they go do already. And because of politics now, you have to carry the whole of town come down, you have to carry the mayor go up there, you have to carry the MP go up there, three different occasions. And no matter of fact, because we call them cancer one, I still sensitization program in a one square. You know how much they have a sensitization program, and then me because me have 1 cent now, I'm a labor right, so you have the rest of the thing. I mean, probably you want that guy to go invite and we take a money out time. And you come get the back because you're a labor right.
I never thought I'd live to hear you use the example to say you're labor right.
No, I polish me, they polish it down. And I want it out so cold. And if me don't say them, they start to shoot me.
Here.
They don't say me a labor right, but no shoot me.
People can't take I'm going to shoot alligator.
That's why I said the same people you call them, I never want to call. A long time they ask them, the project them.
Absolutely.
Because me next to the letter.
But listen, all calls for it has to happen.
Let me tell you something, Miss Cook. It's a solid way. It's a solid way of someone in there. That's not solid. Solid, that's a strong word. Sorry about that. It's a nice way to use the road to pop up your nation. You hear me?
What is a nice way to pop up means? What? Before you left, you just need to be clear on you're going to conference?
If I'm going to conference,
Yes.
you never go to conference. Not our election.
No, there was a conference as well. The conference, the election took place in the conference when Sister So your words not go no. Oh? Yeah, man, so you're antisocial and standoffish.
Antisocial and standoffish. It's a very
You
nice
know, plan to come a conference, but you come and they say the release where the government sent out is just a conference. Most people have a conference.
I'm going to make nice.
Phone company has sent a message. Phone company has sent a message.
Why is it that I said everybody in the state is jamming? In go keep and go blame some meeting with Tim Brogan with Mark Cole in January Mansion. You understand? Why is it me here? Starting about we must opposition and government must sit down. This government telling you to eat. I tell anybody they want to talk to the opposition. We're not afraid to Abdullah. We're not afraid to me. We're not afraid to Afghanistan. They tell you that they want to have and the process of crime in Africa and one of them is
What a shame. What a shame all wrong. Anyway, let me ask you something before I go to meditation and stuff. Have you heard about this resistance movement in the PNP?
You're not
listening. You don't hear about the resistance, that Liz is a big part of it. And they believe that Mark Golding cannot cross it.
The granny always tells me say, you must not give listen ears to kill people.
Yeah. The wife my granny never tell me that me cut you off long time.
Me don't know. Because of fear this for you here now.
George Michael.
That's my guy running down.
No, you know, you didn't come in.
I mean, I've no time to help nobody to help them young men dirty people.
No, but do you know of this?
I'm not somebody that I run down. I'm a run fast man.
I'm a PhD. And whichever leader is there, when people feel it's better than kids, they see that I come down.
I told police and I get you.
Eh?
police up personal. And it's not police. Oh, our serviceman, the man.
Oh, that's why I fly fast.
Alright, sir. Have a good weekend, calm down. Of course, headlines, meditation time, and news.
Hey, ma'am, covered.
You're listening to Radio Jamaica 94 FM Noonday Meditations brought to you by Fast
Man, you don't really care about my Bible.
Which time?
It's the one I
I
like.
sing for him because I come in, I don't want to touch funny because I don't know.
Oh,
That's how I sing for him.
okay.
So I pay mind to this, so when I hear it loud so now, this time I look, I see him come up, so I sing for him.
Okay.
Make it clear, because I don't want to touch. Yeah, I'm cutting too much, I'm going to touch him back, I'm going to spin on and then I'm going to lick up in ice.
Madman, that man. Almost mad in a run, bro.
Man, that's a going hard. That's a guy, man, that's a achieve my fly loud, make it sound.
Without respect for self and others, without the capacity to exercise self-control and restraint. I pray for those who are acting out of their own abuse and neglect, those who are being driven by anger, those who are troubled in their minds. Lord God, we believe nothing is outside of your grasp and influence. And so we pray that you awaken the souls of these our people. Allow their conscience to come alive once more. Bless them with the capacity to feel other people's pain and joy that will enable them to celebrate with others. Rid them of their evil self, so that they may truly live as your children, mirroring your image that is in them. Touch, heal, convert and reconcile them to yourself, O Lord, and usher them into healthy relationships. We ask this in your precious name, O Lord. Amen.
Walmart Insurance Agents admits insurance leads by guaranteeing you financial security and protection against life eventualities. The time by Walmart Insurance Agency is
12 o'clock and the midday news is brought to you by the Chicken Box Combo from KFC, available for just $615 on the KFC Smart Menu. Grab a Chicken Box Combo today and feel happy to save at KFC.
Major news at midday is up next on
That's because that's your body.
King Charles III will shortly address Britons for the first time as sovereign following the death of Queen Elizabeth II.
Very long, long
Crowds
time.
outside Buckingham Palace on his return to London with Camilla, Queen Consort. The 63
Could you make him that berry before
constitutional
him apply to change money, I can
after
say.
holding an in-person audience with King Charles III made his first appearance as sovereign at Buckingham Palace Friday. Along with the Queen Consort, they greeted crowds who had come to pay their respects to his mother. And people around the world are remembering Queen Elizabeth II following her passing at age 96.
Queen never reach 100.
In the UK Parliament, a moment of silence for the Queen, followed by a tribute from the Prime Minister.
She remembered the pledge she made on her 21st birthday to dedicate her life to service.
Please just go
Never
and kill
has
the
a
Prime
promise
Minister.
been so completely fulfilled.
Having ruled
for 70 years, she was the only British monarch for many, a constant in an ever-changing world.
Pull up the tank now, make it flood over with you.
You've lost a family member. She's been there her whole life. Her son and now successor, King Charles, will give his first televised address to the nation as head of state Friday. And on Saturday, he will be proclaimed as king at Ascension Council. So many things going to change. The things like the money in the stamps and without somebody having to learn to say king. That report from CNN, and King Charles III is 73 years old. In the meantime, there have been questions about whether there will be changes to the mention of Her Majesty or the Queen in Jamaica's constitution with the ascension of King Charles III. And the constitution expert Dr. Lloyd Barnett says no constitutional change will have to be made. As it is a formal adjustment.
Waste money about change. Change what?
Substantively,
continue with the thing.
Change because the monarchy is our former head of state, and when the monarch changes, the new monarch becomes a new head of state. In our constitution, the monarch is referred to as Her Majesty and is referred to on the 3 or 4 times in a purely formal way. The most direct function performed by the monarch is the appointment of the Governor General.
Attorney and constitutional expert Dr. Lloyd Barnett, he was speaking yesterday on Radio Jamaica's Beyond the Headlines program. The Court Administration Division yesterday advised that with the death of Queen Elizabeth, all court proceedings issued in the name of the Queen or Regina must be issued in the name of the King or Rex. The same should be done for oaths and court documents. And we now go to the CNN with this live report from King Charles III.
Who is the Queen? Who is King? I want King, me know. Rastafari is the only King. I'm not going to tell. Come up with something and tell him.
And we do apologize for that absence. Now, 3 members of a family died and 2 others were hospitalized following a single vehicle crash along the AGS Coombs Highway in Montego Bay, St. James last night. They've been identified as 75-year-old Hazel Thompson and her 2 sons, 56-year-old Cleveland Thompson and 54-year-old Barrington Thompson, all of Unity Hall in St. James. 2 other family members who were in the car are in serious condition in hospital. It is reported that sometime before midnight, the 5 family members were heading to the hospital after Mrs. Thompson complained about feeling ill. On reaching a section of the road, the driver lost control of the vehicle, which crashed into a median. The police were called and the occupants of the vehicle taken to hospital, where the 3 were pronounced dead. The Westmoreland Police Division is to get a boost in resources in response to the upsurge in murders and shootings.
Police Commissioner Major General
Anthony Anderson says the Jamaica Constabulary Force has increased its scale of recruits, which will allow for the deployment of more personnel to divisions in need. General Anderson was speaking in Westmoreland yesterday, where he met with stakeholders to discuss solutions to the issues of violence, crime, and murders in the parish.
If anything happens to you and me are going up road, me not go crash your vehicle, somebody have to go and crash night.
That's why I came.
They look when they apply with the husband there.
Yeah, but me have to drive it since.
Somebody say, hour, and the first day see a drive.
No, but when me carry and thing, it take less than 3 minutes to go to the hospital. When I did sick out this Sunday.
Just because of the wide use of motorbikes.
But me drive it same way, so I'm not put nobody at risk.
That's the large.
You get nervous.
The transport is also going to be the means by which bad guys will move. So you can look forward to seeing some of that here as well.
Police Commissioner Major General Anthony Anderson. Now, the Manchester Police is reporting an increase in most of the major crimes in the parish up to September 4. Sub-officer in charge of the JCF's Safety and Security Branch in Manchester, Inspector Berthan Lloyd, says the police are facing significant challenges. 37 murders and 81 robberies have so far been committed in the parish this year.
Someone left with people on earth and them are tear down the road. Like them man.
Right across our parish. So the community groups will have to help us because gone are the days when we could say it is confined to one area. It's right across the parish. And we are seeing where these crimes are not perpetrated by one individual, small groups of persons. And some of the criminals now have become so sophisticated that some of the break-ins that we are having, they are using welding torch to get into the building.
Yeah, man.
Some officer in charge of the JCF's Safety and Security Branch in Manchester, Inspector Berthello, she was speaking yesterday at the monthly meeting of the Manchester Police revealed that most stations in Manchester are only equipped with one police vehicle to serve communities. Inspector Lloyd is therefore calling for residents to assist the police in fighting crime.
We are encouraging persons to get involved in the community groups, install the security cameras, because this can help us. Because if we are only able to catch them once more, at least this will help us in the investigations. We also encourage persons to have WhatsApp group with the community members so that persons can be informed of happenings in the area, and this they can do to help of what is happening in the area, and also
some other
alert the police in a timely manner. Because as you know, communities are large and we are few in numbers, and most of our stations are only equipped with one service.
Sub-officer in charge of the JCF's Safety and Security Branch in Manchester, Inspector Berthello Lloyd. Some Jamaicans who have never been issued with a birth certificate will be able to get the document free of cost as part of an initiative under the National Identification System Names Project. The government today launched Operation Birthright, being funded at a cost of $350,000 or 50 million Jamaican dollars. The project will target at least 11,000 Jamaicans and will be executed by the Registrar General's Department, RGD. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says it's part of the move towards creating a digital society.
We are a few months away from the NIDS being officially started, meaning registration. We're a few months away from the establishment of NERA, which is the new body to administer national identification. And we have already put in place our digital currency, and we are putting in place all the legislation, data protection, and the data commissioner. All of those elements are coming together. So Jamaica will be probably the leading country in this region as it relates to creating the digital society.
Eligible persons must have been born in Jamaica, must be aged 1 year and above, and from a household with a monthly income of $37,000 or below. Members of Parliament, representatives of religious and community groups, medical doctors, justices of the peace are among those who can provide referrals to the RGD under Operation Birthright. The Ministry of Health has confirmed 7 more deaths from COVID-19. 5 of the fatalities were under investigation. The total number of confirmed deaths from the virus is 3,277. In the meantime, 150 new cases of COVID-19 were confirmed yesterday from 556 samples. This represents a positivity rate of 21.6%. And there was a further decline in hospitalizations. 101 patients are being monitored. 3 are severely ill and 3 in critical condition. Now to end the newscast, the main points. King Charles III is addressing Britons for the first time as sovereign following the death of Queen Elizabeth II. 3 members of a family died and 2 others in hospital following single vehicle crash in Montego Bay, St. James. Manchester police reports increase in most of the 7 categories of major crimes in the parish. And Health Minister confirms 7 more deaths from COVID-19. That is the midday news on Radio Jamaica. I am Deidre Ann Gordon. Good afternoon.
News on Radio Jamaica.
Watch out. It's a change that reach out this one.
Radio Jamaica, active for the good of our nation.
The midday news was brought to you by the Chicken Box Combo at KFC.
KFC!
Every time American I come here say always cut off, I don't know why.
Happy to save at KFC with a chicken box combo, a piece of delicious chicken, fries, biscuit, and Pepsi for just $600.
Boy, can't see that. Oh, I'm back to them on their friend.
Sports Day, your lunchtime sports report.
They can't find no way to go in there.
Good afternoon and welcome to your lunchtime sports report. I'm Jerome Foster. Now, after setting a meet equaling record of 10.65 seconds to capture her 5th diamond trophy at the Zurich Diamond League meet on Thursday, world champion Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce says she's still focusing on running 10.5 seconds next year. Fraser-Pryce became the first woman in history to run 10.7 seconds on 7 occasions in a season. But the 35-year-old says more is in store for the next.
Very good light, boy.
I really had a scare, and it was kind of.
And Fraser-Pryce offered an explanation.
Self-belief is key because I've always believed I can run 10.6, and I've always believed I can run 10.5.
I'm a nanny dog.
As long as I continue to work and trust that there's something special that's going to be. I'm going to continue work towards it.
That's 5-time world champion Fraser-Pryce. On to football. The Jamaica Football Federation is set to announce a new head coach for the senior Reggae Boys team next week to replace Paul Hall. However, long-standing director and president of the set, and Danny Beckford, is calling for transparency with the process. The new coach, who rated Jamaica Sports understands has guided a team to a World Cup before, will be in charge of the friendly international against Argentina on September 27 in New York. However, Beckford says as a board member, he's only learning things through external sources.
The hearing, I don't know stuff at the board member. The hearing, by the way, the GFF, I talked to one European coach, so European thing is, and this is by the way, me I hear that. So you're in negotiation, as far as I'm concerned, you're still in negotiation with Bala. You must look back somewhere against the European coach. Please do the next question, Mr. Tracy.
Yes, sir.
Funding from cricket. So that's what.
That's JFF Director and St. Anne FA President Danny Beckford speaking on his 10 to FM Sports Explosion this morning with host Orville Tracy. All English and Northern Irish football and all professional Scottish football has been postponed this weekend as a mark of respect following the death of Queen Elizabeth II. 10 Premier League and 6 Scottish Premiership fixtures were scheduled. EFL games were due to take place on Friday and Saturday, with 6 Women's Super League fixtures, the first of the season, on Saturday and Sunday. England's National League, FA Trophy and grassroots football are also off. On to cricket. Captain of the Jamaica Tallawahs team, Rob Powell, says the efficiency of his bowling unit will determine the outcome of Saturday's CPL clash against the Trinbago Knight Riders. The Tallawahs are second on the table with 2 wins and a defeat, while the Knight Riders have a win, a defeat and a no-result to be 4th on the table. But Powell is aware of the danger of the pre-tournament favourites.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very important. It's 2 power 18 teams going it, so persons will be definitely looking to hit 6s. But once the bowlers put the ball in the right areas and minimize those boundaries, it now come down to a playing field where who take the most single, who play smartest win. So definitely, I only hope the guys just keep growing, keep improving. As I said, we have 2 days to make plans for those games.
That's Jamaica Tallawahs captain Rothman Powell. Now leaders Barbados Royals continued their unbeaten run in this season's CPL with a 6-wicket win over host St. Lucia Kings at the Darren Sammy Cricket Stadium last night. The Kings first posted 169 for 6 off their 20 overs. Tim David top scored with 40, while Johnson Charles made 29 and David Visa 28. Hayden Walsh took 2 for 19 from his 4 overs. In their chase, the Royals got to 173 for 4 off 18.3 overs to achieve victory. They were led by Corbin Bosch, who top scored with 81, while Kyle Mears made 31. Alzari Joseph took 3 for 21 for the Kings. The Royals were winning the 4th match, while the Kings were suffering a 3rd loss in 4 outings. And finally this afternoon, top-seeded Eagles Fiontech and Tunisia's Ons Jabal will do battle in the women's singles final at the US Open following semi-final wins over Francis Caroline Garcia and Anya Sabalenka on Thursday night. Poland's Fiontech fought back from a set down as well as from a breakdown in the third set on 2 occasions to edge number 6 seed Sabalenka 3-6, 6-1, 6-4 in a 2-hour and 11-minute showdown on Arthur Ashe Stadium. Fiontech set a final clash against Jabal, who reached her second successive Grand Slam final with a 6-1, 6-3 win over Francis Caroline Garcia. Fiontech and Jabal will square off in the final on Saturday. That's it then for your lunchtime sports report. I am Jerome Foster. Have a great afternoon.
That was Sports Day.
Get vaccinated and help build back Jamaica. This is a message from the Insurance Association of Jamaica. And the time of the IAJ is 18 after 12. We have been requested to announce the deaths of Yvonne Da Costa, Ina Maybe, Carol Sinclair, Lilith Hutchinson, Miss Mack, Ewell Josephs, Nelson, Miss Lies. Yvonne Da Costa, late of Cross Keys in Manchester, died on August 10, leaving sons Troy, Dion and Andre, grandson Nathan, brother Carl and other relatives. The body of Yvonne Da Costa leaves Lynn's funeral home to the St. Paul of the Roman Catholic Cathedral, 78 Manchester Road in Mandeville, this Saturday, for funeral service at 11, cremation at a later date. Ina May Bailey, missing a mate of none such, lookout in Portland, died on August 17, leaving 7 children, 26 grandchildren, 2 Ina May Bailey leaves House of Prestige Funeral Home to the New Testament Assembly, Nonsuch in Portland, on Saturday, September 10, for funeral service at 12, interment in the Cambridge Cemetery. Cynthia Carwell Sinclair, late retired teacher of LaCalva Technical High School and Grange Hill Secondary, and late of burnt ground at Ramble Hanover, died on August 3, leaving children Kamir and Kamoy K, 5 brothers, 2 sisters, grandchildren and other relatives. Funeral service for Cynthia Conway Sinclair will be at the Chester Castle Seventh-day Adventist Church in Hanover this Sunday morning at 11. Interment in the Horton Grove Cemetery in Hanover.
And that can't people in. And that can't people in place
in St. Elizabeth died on August 16, leaving husband you, 3 sons, 9 grandchildren and other relatives. Funeral service for Lilith Hutchinson will be at the Joint Woods Seventh-day Adventist Church in St. Elizabeth this Sunday morning at 11. Interment in the family plot, Eldersley, St. Elizabeth. Ewell Josephs, late of Fountain in St. Elizabeth, died on July 31, leaving husband, 7 children, 13 grandchildren, 2 brothers and other relatives. The body of Ewell Josephs will be at the assemblies of the Firstborn, Thornton, St. Elizabeth this Saturday for funeral service at 10. Interment in the family plot, Thornton, St. Elizabeth. Mary Ann Eliza Nelson, Miss Lies, late of Reckford in Clarendon. Died on July 24, leaving 5 sons, grandchildren and other relatives. The body of Mary Ann Eliza Nelson, funeral services and supplies to the New Testament Church of God, Reckford, this Saturday for Thanksgiving service at 11. Interment in the family plot, Reckford. Rupert McCrean, late of Church Corner, Moranbay, St. Thomas, died on August 9, leaving 9 children, 31 grandchildren, brother, sister, and other relatives. The body of Rupert McCrean leaves but his funeral services to the United Pentecostal Church in Moranbay this Saturday for funeral service at 1, interment in the Leith Hall Cemetery. And Marilyn Commock, late of 9 Church Crescent, St. Anne's Bay, and Aboka in St. Anne, died on August 11, leaving children Devon, Nestor, Shirley, and Sonia, 6 grandchildren, sister, and other relatives. The body of Marilyn Carmock leaves Delapena's funeral services, Brownstown, St. Anne, to the St. Anne's Bay Methodist Church in St. Anne this Saturday for funeral service at 11, interment in the St. Anne's Bay Cemetery. You're listening to Radio Jamaica 94 FM. It's now 23 minutes after 12.
Business leaders, this is it. Live to Lead, the #1 global leadership conference is back Friday, October 7, 2022 at the Jamaica Big Four. Register and learn from the best. Get your tickets at livetoleadjamaica.com or call.
All right, no comment.
Live to Lead Jamaica is sponsored by RGR Media Group, Ivory Digital, Intentional Phone LLC, and Creative Brains and Concepts.
Shopkeepers, buy yummy, win money. Enter the Yummy Community Small Shop Competition and you can get a share of over $1.5 million in cash and prizes. Entering is easy. Purchase Yummy products, send your entry to Yummy salesman or drop off at the nearest Yummy agency.
Monday may I come up here, sir? Monday.
Oh, yes. You are jump on the boat.
Keep your hand on.
Step soon and grab one boat. Then I come with you something.
Wednesday. Wednesday. You get on park on that one. Must can't find one cheap to park on that one.
Crime Stop is privately funded and run by the police also. Everything reported here is anonymous. It's just like you're invisible. We provide cash rewards for information that leads to an arrest or recovery. We'll stash the cash wherever you like, so nobody will ever find out.
Alright, me tell you. Make the call. Crime Stop 311. Solving crime pays.
Last week was epic, and this week was serious. With the music by Mainland alongside His 92 FM, Don't Leave, and DJ 9 p.m. to midnight. Party with your host, DJ Yen, in our Zoom VIP Watch Yourself area, or tune in live on Fame 95 FM, Hits 92 FM, RETV, One Spot Media, and on Mixcloud at Fame Frequency. That's this Saturday of for Fame Frequency's Club Euphoria, powered by Smirnoff Vodka, the world's #1 vodka. Must be 18 years or older to drink. Drink responsibly. Fame Frequency certified blazing. See you there.
My girlfriend down on this. Let's go and buy food today.
Boy, they man show up, you see. One of the little baby on his shoulder. When you see one time in the car, they say man a speed that come run. I think one little tire. Drive on with BMW.
Nice parking space today.
I ain't known this about not park. Come quick on the side of.
You're now listening to Emily Shields. Talk with Substance on Hotline.
Coming from daughter Jordanae, mother Beverly, sisters Angel, Alyssa Lovejoy, aunts Karen, Shireen, and Sophia, and the cousins. We love you lots. Alright, this one's going out to O'Brien Bent of South St. Elizabeth, coming from Mother Flo and the rest of the family. And also to Evan Sonia Clark in Dutch Hill, Trelawney, coming from Jenny and Lorraine in Southfield, St. Elizabeth. This one's a happy birthday to Kristen Prince from Regina, Wayne, Raheem, grands, aunts, and cousins. Kristen is 18 years old. Kristen is a big birthday. Hey. Happy birthday to you. Birthday greetings to Elaine Burnett of Sancho and Mansion Neal. That one's coming from Celine. Now,
Patsy Elliott, how you doing? Happy birthday greetings to you, ma'am, from all the people in Plowden, including the man from Plowden. You know, one day we're going to do an outside broadcast on Plowden. Because we hear so much about the people from Plowden. Merciful Father, if we not go there one day, for the see the people that we have
every day, my man
we
is that
send birthday greetings to almost every single person living in Plowden, thanks to the man from Plowden. Man from Plowden, no, we have to go see them. Really and truly. Birthday greetings to my dad, Egbert Lawrence of Springfield, St. James, who will be celebrating his birthday tomorrow, from all his children and grandchildren. We love you, Daddy. And happy birthday to my daughter, Shanique. Today is her day. Coming from Mom Janet in Bergdorf, St. Bess. Enjoy your day, my darling. I love coming out to you. Gonna squeeze in some more. We got the time. My beautiful daughter, happy birthday. Rihanna Brown from your mom, Maxine, and sisters. Grandpa and Auntie Lisa Brown. Please send birthday wishes to Mrs. Shireen Gray Bailey, who celebrated her special day on September 7, coming from the Stanbury Grove SDA Church family. And we want to say happy birthday to my lovely niece, Doreen Ramey. She's celebrating her big day today. Hey, Doreen, how you do, girl? Happy birthday to you, coming from Auntie Janet. Love you loads, girl. Full joy your day. Happy birthday to my uncle, Chevan Satchwell. 75 years old today. From his niece, Verna, enough blessings. Marceline Sinclair of Pamfret. Lord have mercy, I'm going to say Panfest. Pamfret in St. Thomas from Dorothy. Delroy Thompson is celebrating his birthday today. I think the big man, Tony Kelly, is celebrating his birthday today as well. Judith Fallon Reed. Yeah, Lenny Bailey. Brian Brown is celebrating his birthday today. And yesterday I didn't get to say birthday to Dr. Sonia Stanley Naya. Big woman in the business. Blessings to her.
St. Elizabeth, Manchester. Road now Manchester.
Was brought to you by Sunshine Snacks Cheesy.
Road now Manchester. Funny borderline.
Hypro Ace Supercenter in White Mouse in Glasgow. Your needs. Hypro Ace Supercenter. It's all here. The time by Hypro Ace is.
It is 2 o'clock.
Radio Jamaica headline news. The top news in just 90 seconds to keep you in the know. Radio Jamaica, active for the good of our nation.
I am Adrian Gordon with the business headlines. The Malaysia-based oil company Petronas Suriname today announced its first oil discovery in Suriname. Post-drill evaluation is ongoing to firm up potential of the discovered resource. Last month, the American oil company APA Corporation and Suriname's Staatsolie announced the discovery of another large oil reserve off the coast of Suriname. Oil prices rose over 3% today, supported by real and threatened cuts to supply, although futures were set for a second weekly decline as aggressive interest rate hikes and China's COVID-19 curbs weighing on the demand outlook. Brent crude rose 3.7% to $92.04 a barrel. U.S. West Texas Intermediate rose 3.7% to $86.65. The Bank of England has postponed a key decision on interest rates following
anybody with an income in their country and make things easier to them and then it's my they no deal. Then tell them, they sanction you. You can't
will not be announced on September 22.
Please them.
It follows moves by several public bodies to change their plans for the coming week after the death of Britain's longest reigning monarch. The bank had widely been expected to increase rates yesterday. Economists had been predicting that the UK central bank would raise rates to 2.25%, the highest level since December 2008. Canada shed jobs for a third straight month in August,
interest rates may be starting to cool the overheated economy, though economists said it was unlikely to force a central bank pause. Official data today showed the Canadian economy lost 39,700 jobs in August. Missing analysts forecast that it would add 15,000. The jobless rate rose to 5.4%. Missing calls it would edge up to 5.0% from a record low of 4.9% in July. Those are the business headlines. Entertainment headlines are next at 3.
News on Radio Jamaica. Stay in the know. Radio Jamaica, active for the good of our nation.
Did you know that only Bill Express Online allows you to pay all your bills in one click? Stop wasting time paying your bills one by one when you can pay up to 10 bills with one click. Setup is simple and Bill Express Online is free. So start making
money I go through this, I didn't know what they
even from your mobile at BillExpressOnline.com.
You can't come find Jamaica, man. I ain't just start driving. I can't have it on so.
Parents, guardians, educators. Join Prime Minister the Most Honorable Andrew Holness and Minister of Education and Youth the Honorable Fable Williams for a town hall under the theme Education Time for Action. Friday, September 9, starting at 5 p.m. at the Jamaica College Auditorium, 189 Old Hope Road. Join us on location or watch and share your questions and thoughts on the JI social media platforms. We want to hear from you. New Kingston Pharmacy, we offer cosmetics, beauty care, gift cards, and much more in a relaxed atmosphere. If you can't come to us, ask about our delivery service and curbside pickup for both prescription and non-prescription items. Also, visit Card, our engraving section where you can personalize your gifts. Open Monday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Visit Shop 1, 30 Dominica Drive, Kingston 5. Call 876-908-3628. WhatsApp prescriptions to 876-801-894. New Kingston Pharmacy, your health is our business.
Call us at 876-618-0829. WhatsApp us at 876-308-0165. Visit us online at hardwareandlumber.com or come in to any of our stores island-wide.
Last week was epic, and this week will be certified blazing as we give you Club Euphoria 2.0, the ultimate Fame Frequency Club experience with the music on
crazy traffic.
Alongside Hits 92 FM, Dalton Leaf, and DJ Xavier, 9 p.m. to midnight. Party with your host, Nisha Yen, in our Zoom VIP Watch Us area, or tune in live on Fame 95 FM, Hits 92 FM, RETV, and on Mixcloud at Fame Frequency. That's this Saturday on Into the Club. We go for Fame Frequency Club Euphoria, followed by Smirnoff Vodka, the world's #1 vodka. Mostly basic beers are older to drink responsibly.
What that? Man, I three different directions like this, you know. How this man not drive up a vehicle? Nobody supposed to come from down, say, you know. Lines, road traffic lines.
enough time now for England and the world and that thing awesome.
Cartoon bus them, It's a cartoon bus them, For Lines Road. Remember feel watch and put clothes for a line now, that's all. But they are tan dirty. No.
Testing. Drive Time family, good day to you all. Welcome back to another edition of The Drive. We call it Flashback Friday.
Where so much heat come from?
No, I know you were waiting to hear the voice
so.
with a little bit more bass. But I'm sorry you won't be hearing the driver today. But that won't stop us from having fun. That won't stop us from praising the Lord. And that won't stop us from having a wonderful afternoon inside the drive. Just to let you know, the hour between 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. inside the drive is sponsored by the Ministry of Labor and Social Security. The Ministry of Labor and Social Security providing opportunity, stability, and social protection. Alright, so if you haven't picked up who I am Tijel Coley, producer of The Drive, and I am filling in for your driver today. So,
what was the proposed debate about that? What was the most of the debate?
No, it wasn't really a formal debate. Hospital in Lucianova and squeezed.
My boy, they know about me things, so I couldn't get to that.
Oh, Johnny. I don't let them get to this.
No, man. Burger boy.
Oh,
alright, Marcia, I have the
think I you one bossy.
Careless Whisper R&B, hip hop on tail.
National Council on Drug Abuse, 13 to 15 Malines Road.
I went to eat buying car from her. They still have.
Who that?
Them people from down to went to eat buying car.
Worse?
The first car.
These are long time money in a bankruptcy.
Like we can do.
They might telling us someone I get the green now this one. We ain't want to go through. They know how much of government vehicle and cap.
Then I that.
The same thing with the neighbor. What me down and me too sweetie.
Eh?
So hungry that box me down. And too sweetie where they give me with there.
Oh.
Meaty. It's a nasty boy.
Sure.
Drink out the back and dash when I road.
Nasty, Just melon pieces I can do, but it's different jam up.
Salt and oil.
Eh?
Gives you salt and oil.
Yes, my girl, I say, you can't find no way to buy liquor if you want to buy something. You got pure seasoning salt to keep them up on there. You're going to your pumpkin.
And really, it's about choices we make. And the whole decision-making process. Choices we make.
You can't wait, hombre.
Can't be here.
You're listening to Pearl 106 FM. The time is now 2:15.
Comes and we're asked, what did we do with ours? What did we do that with the tools of life that we were gifted? What did we do with the tools of life we were gifted? So the poem by R.L. Sharp is about where the song comes from. I was in the same picture as in Florida. We went in Florida and he was sharing with us.
Let you up, if me not feel like you can't bad me up. No, me I say, motorists you know, if one motorist don't want to let you go, you have all right to do it, man.
Isn't it strange that princes
can my phone at you now, you know, take no call. Must be in a call, so the Pamela lines road.
Hello? Eh? Yeah man, we are on Malines Road. me get it. And then me have
Ready, must be done.
credit done.
My phone hot.
I will see you.
You have credit on your phone?
Yeah, man.
You don't send back your call, press back your button.
It's right.
Hold on. Press this button here 2 times. I did not the last
Take
one.
one?
No, the one we are using on the iPhone. Look on where you are though. Look if you see it as a ring. Well, I go put your ears. You hear that make sound? Keep your ears look. You sound like when phone a ring? Eh? Alright, press back your hang up button.
Or change the shape of that shapeless map. Or abide by the book of rules.
That's right. Done in credit, done.
Whatever we do with that bag of rules and that shapeless maps and that book of rules.
I don't know if this sound is going for.
So it comes down to whether we end up
Porsche, say, you know. Got in front of me, I want Porsche.
Oh. Stop being nice. Just spread out nervous.
walking on the highest billow, laughing at the storm. You can lend your hand to help them as they launch your boat away. If you are stand within the light while the mountains go by. You may need to get this. Go and lean among the briars, growing rank against the wall, for it may be that their shadow hides the heaviest grade of all. If you cannot in the conflict prove yourself a soldier too, if where fire and smoke are thickest, there's no work for you to do. When the battlefield is silent,
So that brother did that, man. So that brother did from 4106 that.
did we do with our bag of tools? What have we done so far with our bag of tools? What have we done with the shapeless mass? What have we done in respect of the book of rules? We have to ask ourselves these questions.
Never stop stink like full doodle.
Never full mess.
We have to make our mark and make our contribution to the development of mankind. All it takes is one person. To impact our world. It's been nothing. It's all around us. 2021 to 2030 is the International Decade of Healthy Aging, the International Decade of Ecosystem Restoration, the International Decade of Ocean Science for Sustainable Development, and the Decade of Action for Road Safety. It's the 9th day of the 9th month of 2022, the International Year of Sustainable Mountain Development. International Year of Sustainable Development. Put another way, it's the 9th day of the 4th month of the 2021 Atlantic hurricane season, and we got some information first hand out of Bermuda. That one stage appeared threatened by Hurricane Pearl. Well,
enough for Jamaica. So I see you beat that.
Today, the Minister of National Security in Bermuda, Michael Weeks, disclosed or shared an update on Hurricane Pearl, which is now moving away from Bermuda. Minister Weeks said, I hope that all of Bermuda fared safe and well following the passage of Hurricane Pearl. Our emergency measures organization, utility, and work groups have done their assessments. As it relates to our roadways, they have been given all clear. Commuters and motorists can move about on the roadways. Teams have also surveyed the bus routes to ensure safety before entering public transport. We expect that the bus service will soon be shut. Government buildings have also been assessed. They have been deemed safe also, public services will be operated at night. We will provide additional updates as the may not have missed the 4:10 p.m. ferry. That would have sailed at 10 minutes past 2 o'clock Jamaica time. 2 hours ahead in Bermuda. And we're grateful that Bermudians have been spared We feel so close to Bermuda in so many ways. We've been there 3 times. And the warmth of not just the Jamaicans in Bermuda, but all Bermuda.
You must back down with them.
The warmth is quite palpable. Quite palpable. We feel it down to our inner core. Right, we're going to come to that. So but that's the latest. That's the latest. In the meantime, though, we want to pay attention to a weak high pressure ridge across Jamaica, which is expected to move into the vicinity of Jamaica. Over the weekend.
Don't talk from.
Expect isolated showers and thunderstorms mainly across northwestern parishes for the rest of this afternoon. It will be partly cloudy elsewhere. Tonight will also be partly cloudy. Elsewhere in the region, an area of low pressure across the central tropical Atlantic has a medium chance of tropical cyclone development over the next 2 days. So there might be more systems coming. A tropical wave across the eastern tropical Atlantic has a low chance of tropical cyclone development over the next 5 days. And just to round out our usual introduction, the month of September is being observed as Prostate Cancer Awareness Month, Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month, Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, National Senior Citizens Month, Employers Month, Alopecia Awareness Month, and of course alopecia refers to partial or complete hair loss, baldness. September is also Travel Agents Month. Father Leval Day is being observed in Mauritius, and North Korea and Tajikistan are celebrating Independence Day. Hoy es viernes el 9 de septiembre de 2022. Saludamos y confirmamos el Estamos muy agradecidos por el don de la vida y el privilegio de servirles en otra edición de este programa Outside the Story, ambos lados de la historia. Y su audiencia concentrado por desafíos que ustedes tienen otras opciones. Y esta es la razón por la cual jamás olvidamos darle las gracias por elegir Outside the Story, ambos lados de la historia. De lunes a viernes desde las 2 hasta las 5 de la tarde, aquí en Power 106 FM. La misión continúa para educar, capital, iluminar, estimular el espíritu empresario. Bienvenidos. They can supply your construction needs. Into Farm Talk every second and third Tuesday at 6:18 a.m.
When here?
It's all the way advertising.
Such as land, animal husbandry, agronomy and more. That's Hydro Independence every second and third Tuesday from 6:18 to 6:30 a.m. during Farm Talk, only on Power 106 FM. Hydro Independence is sponsored by Hydro. Story, le pour et le contre. Lundi au vendredi.
bury out. That they bury out the whole line dead them. There's no funeral this morning, and when us not know.
It's Friday, the 9th of September, 2022, and we greet you well, wherever in the world you are listening to us right now. We remain eternally grateful for the gift of life and the privilege to serve you on yet another edition of the program, Both Sides of the Story.
Where's some mad man I come from?
Never take your listenership for granted, because we know you have choices, and that's why we never ever forget to remember to say that. Choosing to listen to Both Sides of the Story, Monday to Friday at 5, right here on Power 106 FM. The mission continues to educate, empower, enlighten, and encourage entrepreneurship. Welcome. So much for staying with us here on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM. We are, first of all, thanks to Jesse Blake for doing duties.
Yeah, man. I'm not for ask me, so I don't know where if documents up to date.
I think you're a young boy.
But you know, I don't know where you're talking from. My name good enough. When I come on this and see Ivan, I look over so. I don't see you. See, you ain't tap me. Come to you. I have a phone and record, so after some I see you. I come to you. Police checkpoint and you never turn up there. Tell me say me a speed and I no speed good.
Unfolding, and that which is to come, following on the death of Queen Elizabeth. So we have invited a gentleman who is very well placed to share with us his perspective on what has happened and continues to unfold before our very eyes. He is an engineer by training, as I understand it, but he also engages in discussions, debates, and interviews having to do with council representatives, and he is a team lead. Okay, let's use the opportunity then where I think we're going to. I think he's almost ready for us over there in the UK, where it is 23 minutes to 9 o'clock in the
evening.
Oh yes, he did. Yeah.
Even
right, yeah. So let's go right ahead and say hello and welcome to Dr. Kevin Brown. Hope we did justice to your introduction, Dr. Brown, if you were listening. Good afternoon, Jamaica time. Good evening, UK time. Good afternoon, Devon, and good afternoon to you. Great. Thank you so
Filibija
much.
dance.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Filibija shake.
We, of course,
You know,
have
say that
invited
shake,
you
so.
to join us because
We wait one dip on his point, so
we
when he
know
wait
of
upon it, he
your
right.
interest in public affairs and you're never backward in coming forward in terms of sharing with the general public your perspective on these matters. And so we want to start by finding out from you, Dr. Brown. First of all, your reaction to the passing of Queen Elizabeth, and subsequent to that, if you could give us a sense of within the Jamaican community and the broader community of this cosmopolitan country, the UK, and then we'll take it from there.
It's
you know, I'm sweet, you know me.
No, sure. Condolences to the family of Queen Elizabeth.
Most other people they feel tell condolence. Condolence to years of people with their family drop out recently.
Product of the college. She's a past student of the School of Drama.
Yes.
So connected to the college. I think we all miss Michael on the airwaves, so it would be great to
hear that silky voice.
As well. And the truth is, we removed the concert hall given COVID protocols that we observed to our you can call the college at 876-619-3362. For good memory, 876-619-3362. And just tell them you're calling for tickets for the concert because we really trying to host no more than 350 people, so first come, first serve.
Okay. Guys, you heard it, you know. So tickets are available where, Colleen, and when?
Places right now, here at the college, at Edna College, at the School of Music, in the marketing department or the accounts department. The easiest stop is School of Music. When you come through the gate, we also have at Consumer Plaza. They just remember the name of the specific shop in Consumer Pharmacy, Consumer Plaza. And we also have at the famous Music Mart, who is a really good friend of Edna Manley College. You can get tickets at those three places. One also Wind Drive, Consumer Pharmacy at Consumer Plaza, and Music Mart.
All right. Guys, listen, what's so great about this? Listen, it's the best of Jamaica on show, celebrating the best of Jamaica because we want to invest in the youth who will become the best. It's Jamaica's unforgettable cabaret queen, Karen Smith. And man, this is a concert that cannot be missed.
She's still around. Courtney has been at the college, you know.
That's her daughter.
Her daughter has been in the School of Music, so she will also be doing a special performance.
Jackson.
Jackson.
Because Jackson's going to be there as well. All right, guys, you heard it. Karen Smith Memorial Scholarship Concert tickets are available at Music Mart. You can get them at the School of Music also, at the Edna College of the Visual and Performing Arts. And you can get them in Consumer Plaza at Consumer Pharmacy. Limited seating. Don't be the person to not be there. Don't make people have to tell you about it. Be the one to tell people about this, because this is going to be something else. Any last words from
Everything will be nice. Did you mention that Dean Fraser will be on the show?
Yes,
no, you never remember to mention it, but they may read it out.
I tell you why I read out everybody. There's nobody I could have not read. Like when you see it's really all stars. It's all stars.
This conversation, your assistance in getting the word out there generally, so I want to say thanks. And thank you corporate entities who stepped up and, supporting somewhere or the other.
But I'm going to pay $50 and they blow cool for a moment on top.
And you don't think that you must have no big money every week to make a muckle. So if you want to contribute, you can visit the college's website, amc.edu.jm, and find out how you can contribute to a child's education. Especially since it's cultural and creative industries that run in the world.
Colleen, you raised something very important. Sometimes we're here, we see the young people, and we complain a lot about them and what they're not doing. Because a lot of them I meet and I know would love to continue their education, but they just can't afford to. So if you can help them in any way, buy a book, call the school and say, I want to sponsor a child. What's the school fee? If they need books, how much should I book them? Any way at all that you can help a child, it's important. So thanks to you both for speaking with us, and we look forward to this great event. And buy my ticket early, because I don't want nobody come back, come take me.
What
you say? Don't man. 5 we must buy.
Yes, Alright, Desi Jones and Colleen Douglas, great speaking to you both.
Alright, thanks. Alright, thanks.
This is 94.5 FM.
Register your business or company online with the company's office of Jamaica at www.orcjamaica.com. The time by the company's office of Jamaica is 15 minutes to 3 o'clock.
KFC, sometimes it's stress, but me not bother worry. Cause me still I get me KFC today. The chicken box combo, all you feel me pay. It tastes so good and me I save all the way. So me feel happy. Feel happy to save at KFC with a chicken box combo. A piece of delicious chicken, fries, biscuit and Pepsi for just $615. KFC, it's finger licking good. Feel happy. Movie fans, September 10 is back to cinema day. All seats, all tickets, $450. One day only at all Palace Amusement Cinemas. This is our gift to you as we continue to celebrate 100 years of cinema at its best. Check showtimes at palaceamusement.com.
Get off to a smart start with an awesome back-to-school deal from Digicel. Guaranteed for success. Buy a SIM card for $600 and get 6 gigabytes of any use LTE data, 10 gigabytes for social, and 300 local minutes for free. Plus, go postpaid. Pay as low as $2,200 plus GCT monthly for the first 2 months on a Prime bundle. Now that's a smart way to start the new school year. Visit a Digicel store today. Digicel, made in Jamaica.
So is FX Trader more than just great rates? FX Trader guides customer privacy with the highest priority. Every transaction stays confidential to protect your safety. So whether your transactions are done in store, over the phone, or via bank transfer, you can be assured that your business remains discreet. So go to fxtrader.tkmsonline.com to see how we can help convert your currency, large and small, with honesty, integrity, and trust. FX Trader is changing the face of foreign exchange.
This is 94.5 FM.
What's here? After the one card, I'm not going to go between them and let us.
We miss you on your side.